Alright, it is May the 28th, Thursday. The last time we were in the bees was on Sunday, and we made 2 splits with queen cells that were not capped. It's about 3 o'clock today. We're going to go in them and see if they've capped the queen cells and just see what's going on. Alright. So this has a frame of honey. It has a frame with queen cell on it. It was uncapped at the time. Let's see, this other frame had some honey and brood on it. Probably shouldn't have put it in here, but was really caught off guard by the swarm-like activity that was happening on Sunday. Let's see what we have here. So some honey, capped brood. I probably should not have put this in here, but I was hoping the capped brood would hatch and would kind of help boost this hive. Got some nectar and stuff here. Alright, so let's see about this queen cell. This was a queen cell that I did not notice 2 weeks ago, so I really am not expecting this to be capped. But I can't go too long without them having queen, or they could I could get a laying worker, and I've heard horror stories about that. So let's see what's going on here. Still a decent number of bees. Okay, so there's the queen cell. It's almost capped, but not quite. So I'm hoping that means it is a viable cell. Hopefully there is something up in there. Kind of hard to see. Maybe we can find a capped queen cell that we can move over here. One that we know is viable for sure. Alright, so I'm going to slide these guys in for now. I hear them in there. Let's see what's going on. This was an empty frame. I'm just kind of seeing what's up with it. I've not done anything to that, which that's fine. No big deal. Other than propolised it. Okay. Okay, so we've got brood here. Okay, we have a capped queen cell there.
Yeah, we do.
It's tiny though. It's small, so I'm afraid that's a what's called an emergency queen cell. Alright, here we go. How many are capped?
I don't have any capped. None of them are capped.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
I can't see this right here.
You're right, not a single one of them are capped. Okay, so none of those are capped. That means there are no viable queens in there. Alright, so let's think a minute. That's why they're noisy. Alright, let me think a minute. I'm really counting on one of those being capped. See, they put one which is called an emergency queen cell, and those aren't ideal. Let's see about this one. Let's see what's going on here. See what we can do here.
Oh my gosh.
Did I build a ton?
Yes. Yes. They did not have a frame in there, so they may do.
Yeah.
I think he, oh my gosh.
Lesson learned there. lesson learned there. It's a really strong hive. This is brood. Be sure the queen is not up here. This is mainly capped brood, a good bit of it. Got some drone cells going. Be sure the queen is not here. So I took a lot of their honey away. Got some drones. Alright. Okay. Set this down. Just kind of looking. Got some honey there. I'll start feeding them again. That'll help them with the honey situation. Looking, we got a good bit of bees. I'll say just not a lot of resources in this frame. Let's say they are building comb there. It's working. Okay. Put the honey one back in here. Okay. That's got 4 in there. This has brood.
Okay.
Yeah. So see the white stuff? That's royal jelly. But there was no queen cell in there. It had royal jelly. It was primed and ready, but for whatever reason, people will take this that raised queens, see the royal jelly here, and they will use that to prime their man-made queen cells. So my guess is this is a real one.
Yeah.
But it's very tiny, it's already capped. So we're just gonna take it and destroy it. And you'll see, yes, there was a larva there. It would have been a queen, but very tiny. You can see how already full. I'll get it up here to the camera. How already it had filled out that cell. It's an emergency cell, and they're not usually that great a queen. So we're gonna let them try again, and this time I won't mess with it. It's back in. This has got brood in it, and it being on the outside, that's not ideal, but the weather should be good the next few days, and it should be okay. Alright. Good many bees here. Got honey stored. That's about it. Very light frame. See if the queen is on here. A few bees with pollen. Doing a little waggle dance there, giving some information of where that pollen came from. See some pollen down in there, that's good. Probably squash pollen. Looking for the queen real quick before we move on. Don't see her right off. We'll set this frame over here for now. Just have some room. All right, so went back in today. A little disappointing. Those queen cells did not get capped, so that tells me there wasn't a viable queen in there. So what we did, this one here, there was a frame here that it had a full frame of honey, and it had the frame on it that had the 5 queen cells along the bottom. None of those had been hatched, so we destroyed all those queen cells, and there was a tiny queen cell that had been made in the middle of it, and that is an emergency cell. They're not ideal, so we destroyed that. And we moved the honey and the frame of brood back over here. We had put some empty frames in there, took those empty frames out, and so now there are 10 frames in there, 2 of which are empty, no foundation or anything. They're building wax on one already, so we'll just keep an eye on this one to be sure. We will get a swarm cell again, and we're just going to wait until it's capped. We're just not going to move it until it's capped, and just hope for the best. And then we left this one over here because it's quiet. There is a queen cell in there that was made a little bit later. We took it out. It's not capped yet, but it hasn't had quite enough time. Hopefully when we come back in here about 7 days, it'll be capped, and this hive may make it through the split, so we'll see. They have a full frame of honey and 2 frames of bees, and some brood that hopefully will be hatching out soon to increase the population even more. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to leave the entrance reducer on there to be sure all is good there, and here we go. Learning curve.